Welcome. Today we are going to straighten lines using the Puppet Warp tool. As you can see here, I have a flag that is not flush with the edge of the image, and I would like the border of the flag to be over on the side. What we're going to do here is we're going to first make sure that we have the correct layer selected. So we come over here and it looks like the background is selected. I don't want this layer selected, I want this one, because that's the layer that we're going to manipulate. Then to do that, we go up to Edit. Again, we choose Edit and Puppet Warp. So Edit, Puppet Warp. We're going to get this crazy mesh. And the way you use the Puppet Warp mesh is you put pins in the mesh. So I'll put a pin right here, and then you drag the pin. But look what happens if I only drag one pin. It moves the whole thing. So you actually have to anchor everything down that you don't move. But be careful, you don't want to overdo the pins. So I'll do a pin here, I'll do a pin here, one in each corner for sure, and probably a couple in the middle for good measure. If you would place too many pins, though, it will pull in funny ways. So be sparing on the pins. You can always go back. Now let's try and move it, and if we need to place more pins, we can. So I'll take the arrow and I will drag the pin. So far, so good. It is warping the top a hair, if you can see that. And again, try not to mess with it too much. The more you mess with it, the more distorted things get. And then I'm going to take this a pin here and try and push the middle out. It looks like it's going quite well, actually. All right. Well, there's a little bit of edge showing there. And because my background doesn't have a lot of patterns or things that mark it, it's okay to distort it. If there are a lot of patterns, you have to be extra careful. Okay, let's see how that turned out. And that turned out pretty well. I might want to crop off that little top at the top where it's not showing anything. But other than that, the edge of the flag looks quite straight. So that is how you straighten lines with Puppet Warp. Again, it's in Edit, Puppet Warp, and try not to place more pins than you need.